Damien Dollar want a mo. Damien Diamond solving mo. Vision clear, we rack 'em up. Make 'em real intangibles.
Players live outside the three-point line eh. Di ba?
Mhm.
Players play outside the three-point line. So, since you mentioned na kasi like the top plays, like that's best to run in today's game. I think it would be like plays na designed for 3 points, di ba? So kanina we were talking about mga screen plays.
Before the podcast, yes, we were talking about screen
Oo.
plays.
So building up from that, naisip ko one of the underrated, parang not underrated, one of the best plays to run in today's game is the floppy.
Mhm.
Kasi yun
Dalas
talaga
kong
yung
gamitin sa 2K yun.
two players on the wing. Tapos mag-screen, mag-ano sila. Ano ba? Parang mini-screen. Parang,
Okay,
kumbaga, they just like screen
let me
themselves
try
naman.
to explain this as much as possible. So, point guard is in the middle, top of the key. Shooters on the wing. Basta 2 players on the wing, 2 players on the post, and the point guard on the top. The non-shooter wing goes with a big man or a low post man to the sabihin natin near post na area. The other big stays where he is. The shooter then goes and cuts to the middle of the court under the rim. He can choose which side to go back where he came from or to the other side. But the main role of the 3 players and the post is to give him a screen. Right? So ang option lang niya is to go back where he was or to go from a double screen to the other side. And I feel like tama ka, sobrang effective ng floppy. Although meron akong concern of putting so much players in the paint because it's such an outsider's game, outside the arc game, na I feel like teams will still focus on the guy coming out of the screen.
Ayun nga, that's why parang naisip ko of the double floppy. Kumbaga, I think yung double floppy, I'm not sure if this is a thing, pero we've seen this before. I'm not sure if yun yung tawag. Kumbaga, double floppy, diba, there's only one guy who's flashing from yung sana lang, sa ilalim ng ring tapos to the wing. Itong two shooters lang, they're just basically going to
Switch positions.
switch positions.
Or
And from there,
or go back.
kumbaga, for the defense, what's hard is we have to sag for both of those mag-flash to the wing. Pero that's not the main problem. Let's say both nga shooters tapos nagsag parehas. What's gonna leave open is yung nasa paint, di ba?
Yeah.
So I think if ayun nga, I know we're in an outside, parang we live in a parang society na panay 3-pointers na. That could be like, ano ba tawag dito? Like parang a dud play or parang a fake play. Pero that play is dedicated talaga for the paint.
Yeah.
So I think double floppy would be good rin.
Meron isa pa, modern day triangle. From the Warriors. Post entry kay Draymond. Flare screen, basically magka-flare screen. So let's say I have Steph, Draymond aligned with me, pero nasa post siya, and then a wing player. I can pass it to the post, flare screen for Steph, pupuntang wing, Wiggins can cut, Wiggins can flare out, another big can cut from the other side. I feel like siguro yun yung pinaka na-utilize ng Warriors nowadays with how much shooters they have and how great a shooter Steph Curry is. And how effective Draymond is in passing.
Ano ba yung pinaka madaling side sa 3 points?
Corner.
Is it the corner? It's the corner, di ba?
The closest. It's the
So,
closest.
That being said, since I'm a Spurs fan,
Oh my God.
I want to bring up Popovich's hammer play. I
Mhm.
think, ayun nga, that's one of the, ano ba tawag dito? It's a play that you could actually run in this day and age kasi, kumbaga ano siya, visualize na there's this player on the weak, yung bola na sa weak side. Or let's say on the other side of the wing. Kumbaga, what he's gonna do is that player is gonna drive towards the baseline. And there's this other player who's on the other side of the wing. Kumbaga, yun nga, yung weak side. Simultaneous yun when the player, kumbaga, what they call this, who has the ball drives towards the baseline, the player who's on the other side of the sideline goes to the corner. Pero, may screener yung player na yun. May
Flare screen.
mag-screen sa man niya.
May isa pang flare screen sa kabilang side.
So basically, when the ball handler drives, lalo na kung effective yung screen, maganda yung screen, ma-open yung isang taong nasa kabila
Yeah.
to the corner, hammer pass. That's why it's called hammer play kasi parang I think it's because of the hammer pass.
Mhm.
Open corner shot, ayun, one of the easiest 3-point shots you could have. So hammer play is a good play. Ano pa ba? Yung mga screen plays na inaano mo, yung
Oh, yes.
individual screen plays.
Ito nga, sorry guys. Medyo maybe nauulit namin from the LeBron and JJ podcast. Pero matagal ko na rin kasing gustong pag-usapan to. So dun sa mga hindi pa nakakapanood pa din yung marinig nyo here. One of the most, ito sobrang tagal ko nang napapansin as a great play to. And according to JJ, when timed perfectly can be the most unstoppable play in the NBA. And that is the Gortat screen. Sumikat tong screen na to recently pero matagal na siyang ginagawa. Matagal nang ginagawa talaga. As in, si Gortat pa nga lang gumagawa. Ang tagal nang wala ni Gortat sa liga. Yung sabi ko lang.
Yeah.
So a Gortat screen is, imagine that I am the ball handler. Okay? So we have a ball handler pala. We have a ball handler and we have a big man. Initially, hingi siya ng ball screen. Hingi yung ball handler ng ball screen. Lalagpas siya sa ball screen. He's gonna drive. And there's this thing called in the NBA cage. I-cage mo yung player. After I drive, the player defending me will go behind me and I will cage them. I will make them stuck behind me with more than enough time for the big that screened for me screens his own man away from the paint so I can drive clearly. Clear in the paint. It's the most simple play and yet so effective. I don't think you can do it constantly because, syempre, threes are more than twos. Pero it's still one of the most simple plays you can find.
Actually, dapat mention muna natin to before the Gortat screen. Pero the snake screen, I'm not sure if you know this.
Mhm.
Kumbaga, it's similar to the Gortat screen pero wala nang secondary screen. It's basically a singular play lang na. Kunwari, think of like, ano ba tawag dito? A normal screen. Usually kasi, di ba, if nag-screen tayo, let's say we're the player, we're gonna go towards kung nasan yung screener.
Ano, iikot?
Usually,
Iikot sa screen? Yung ba
yung
yung
iikot siya, he's gonna go under the screen. He's gonna go to the other side.
Mhm.
Kumbaga kasi, it's really more effective if you want separation from your player, from your defender kasi, let's say, na-beat up nung defender yung screen. So, kumbaga, if dumiretso ko lang dun sa screen, wala. Na, what do you call this? Nag-recover. Pero, when you go do the snake screen, kumbaga, like, punta ko sa screen, then you go under the screener. Your body kasi is like, parang, what do you call this? Parang, isa pa siyang screen eh.
Yeah.
And from there, your defender is like behind you na. So, from there, parang, the only thing you have to do is you're closer to the basket. Your defender is behind you. Kumbaga na-separate mo rin siya, na-beat mo rin siya. And ako, parang lagi kong napapansin to kasi I'm pretty sure you don't know this dude. If you know, good for you. Pero si Devin Vassell of the San Antonio Spurs, parang lagi niyang ginagawa and it's amazing. sa local basketball, sa UAAP, I mean, I know he's not an Atenean anymore, pero during his days last year, si Fortsky, Padrigaw,
Fortsky does a lot of
magaling niya mag-sneak screen. And from that sneak screen itself, nakakakuha siya ng separation. And I think sobrang, to me, it's very pleasing to the eye. Kasi parang textbook screen talaga siya. It's not like the normal screen, pero for me, it's the most effective.
I think
So I think
perfect example si Chris Paul.
Chris Paul, Kyrie,
Chris Paul does it a lot. Lalo na
yeah,
nung nasa Clipper
parang
days.
Clipper pa nga eh.
Clipper
Clipper days, Olympic days nga eh.
Olympic days. Yeah, Chris Paul.
Yeah,
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul. It looks very shifty and clean for me.
Yeah.
Yung elevator screen, Matt.
Oh, Golden State's elevator screen before. The original one. Kay Mark Jackson na elevator screen. Pass to the
Yep.
wing or pass to the middle, cut to the paint under the basket. Two bigs are waiting on the elbow. Lalabas ka lang from under the basket, sasara. So parang that's what you call an elevator. That's why it's called an elevator screen. Sasara yung screen para maharangan yung tao mo. Libre ka dapat top of the key. Libre ka dapat sa wing. It's very simple. Ito nga pero now that we're talking about plays, the simple things can really make such effective plays. If you have all that talent around you. Sobrang dali ng basketball. Gawin mo lang simple. May dagdag ka ba bang play?
Iniisip nga ako eh. It's hard to think of set plays. For us, it's easy to parang, what they call this, process it. Kasi tayo, former varsity kasi tayo. Kaya alam natin yung mga terminologies. Pero, tagal na natin naglaro kasi. Kaya, hindi ko na rin maalala yung mga set plays na I think it's very...
Motion offense. Wala. Pass screen away, pass cut, pass flare. It's very simple.
Yung ginagawa ng, well, when you're talking about another variation of screen, is yung, it's not double screen, kumbaga flip screen lang.
Flip screen, Varejao screen. Varejao
screen. Hindi Varejao screen. Hindi yung fake screen. Parang screen ka, tapos flip lang yung screen.
Isa pang screen.
Screen ulit, oo. Tapos, yung play ni Coach Tab, ay hindi NBA lang ba? Or
any.
I'm not sure if play ni Coach Tab to eh. Basta ano siya. Kunwari, the big man is alam ko to kasi nung time nila Ange Kwame. Imagine the big man on top of the key. The point guard passes it to the big man on top of the key. Yung point guard na yun, magka-cut to the other side. Yung wingman on the strong side, handoff ng big man yun sa sa wingman. Pick and roll action. What they call this? Drop pass to the big man. Ayun. Easy basket. Or ang alam ko ata yung primary ball handler, yung unang may hawak ng bola. Pumupunta ata sa same side ng corner eh. So yung may dalawang options yung wingman is to drop pass sa big or pwede niyang i-kick out sa corner. So again, I think that's a good play there.
Reiterating the simplicity of basketball. Alam mo ilang beses mo rinig sa coach yan, di ba? Ang dali-dali ng basketball pinapahirapan. Because it's true. Like looking outside in, madali lang talaga ang basketball. Kailangan lang, huwag mo mapahirapan sarili mo.
It's hard to say defensive plays kasi for me, it's not really more of...
I think it depends on who you're going against.
Defenses, hindi siya systematic eh. Parang talaga, effort lang talaga yung defense.
Effort, IQ, communication ng defense eh. Maraming defense you can look it up. It's just, marami, 1-2-2, 1-3-1, 2-3, man-to-man,
2-3.
box and 1, triangle 2. Sa amin, arrow, yung full court na full court press na 1-2-1-1. Marami yan.
Full court press eh, no?
May 2-2-1, may 50 pa, which is 2 to 1.5
Half
court,
court.
or 1 to 1 to 2.5 court, 1-3 1.5 court, depende na yun sa coach, depende
Nakakamiss
na
rin
yun
mag, ano yun, no? Nakakamiss rin maging,
player.
mag-training ng ganun.
It's interesting. It's very interesting. Pero with that being said, yun lang masasabi namin for now. Again, shout out. Kala mo naman may paki sila Lebron at saka si JJ Redick sa atin. Pero shout out to them for making this type of content din. Alam ko marami kami nakuha from them, pero it's very interesting to talk about, lalo na for uh, very, for people who are very interested in basketball. And I suggest that you go ahead and watch their podcast as well, because we loved it. Anyway, for now, that's it, no, Laij? Hopefully you like our content for today. Next week will be the start of the draft, hopefully, if wala kaming ibang maisip. But that's all for now. And yeah, again, thank you guys for watching. Let us know your thoughts. Baka may mga plays kayo dyan na alam na medyo unstoppable. Let us know then.
Yes.
So yeah, that's it. It's been fun. Matt and Lige here. Peace and love, y'all. Stay safe. God bless.